What's going on, guys? G-Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is the Saturday, the 16th of June. And it's also day number 3 of the World Cup. We've got some good games to look forward to. And last night's game between Spain and Portugal, that was unreal. Ronaldo getting himself a hat-trick, a very unusual error by David De Gea. There was the absolute worldie from Nacho. That technique, by the way, was absolute perfection. And I really wish that effort from Isco went in because that strike onto the bar and onto the line, it was unreal again. So just before we get started, as always, if you enjoy the video and enjoy transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it will down below in the description box. Current schedule every day at 8 AM as a transfer video. If there's a second upload, that'll be 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, what are your predictions for today's World Cup games? The very first one's France versus Australia, Argentina versus Iceland, Peru versus Denmark, and Croatia versus Nigeria. Let me know your predictions down below, but now let's jump on to confirmed deals. The very first one's a manager, or a new manager should I say, for Leeds United. Yesterday they confirmed that Argentinian Marcelo Bielsa would take over as manager as a 3-year contract, and Leeds, maybe if they can build on this, they might get promotion finally. Then we've got a contract extension for Arsenal being Granit Xhaka, and the Swiss international yesterday signed a long-term contract, but they haven't said how long it is. Most of the time when it says long-term contract, it means like 5 years or so, and new manager of Arsenal being Unai Emery has labelled him a very important player. And then we've got Nguyen going to Red Bull Salzburg in Austria from Stuttgart in the Bundesliga, and that fee is €2 million. And now we have a player leaving Man City. Yesterday he joined PSV again from City, and the fee is €5.5 million. And moving on to the next page, and the very first one's a French striker called Edouard going to Celtic from PSG, and that fee is a club record one, apparently around £9 million. And he has signed a 4-year contract with the Scottish champions, and Brendan Rodgers said before a couple of days ago that when he was in talks with Arsenal, he would have taken him with him there. And next up, we've got Mark Navarro going to Watford from Espanyol for £1.8 million, and he signed a 5-year deal with the Hornets. A new signing for Serie A champion Juventus is going to be Favili. He joined yesterday from Ascoli, I think in the Serie B, for €7.5 million. Now Juve do have a lot of players on their books, but most of the time, a lot of them are loaned out. And despite them actually spending €7.5 million on him, I imagine he'll also be loaned out as well. And now we've got some fun one today, it's Rodrigo popping up again. And it has now been confirmed by both teams, being Santos and also Real Madrid. He's going to be joining in July 2019, so a year's time from now, when he'll be 18 years old, and he's signed a deal until 2025. And Madrid have paid his release clause of €50 million, and a player will get €5 million, and Santos get the other 45. And some places are saying he won't be taking the €5 million instead. I think Santos might get it all. And Marca are saying since signing Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr., it does not mean Real Madrid will give up on Neymar. Instead, they want the next Neymar and Neymar himself. And now we've gone to potential deals. The very first one, it could be confirmed deal very soon. So according to Manchester Evening News, David De Gea has agreed a new 5-year contract at Manchester United. Now United fans will be very happy about that because most summers, pretty much every single summer in fact, he's linked to move to Real Madrid. But now it looks like he'll be staying and Madrid could be looking somewhere else. And now we move on to Javier Pastore, and this one is according to Paris United. They're saying that West Ham are edging closer now to the signing of the Argentinian attacking midfielder, being Javier Pastore. PSG and West Ham are currently negotiating a deal, and the player's agent is willing to bring Pastore's salary demands down in exchange for making a difference with a signing on bonus. And PSG need to recoup between 14 and 60 million euros in transfer fees by the end of the month. And so far they have brought in 10 mil with Edouard going to Celtic, and now potentially it's like 30 mil left or 40 mil, and Gadej, it could be next, or maybe Pastore. And now a very short one according to L'Equipe in France, Bordeaux are considering a move for Southampton playmaker Buffal. And it could also tie in with Malcolm because the Brazilian right now, he could be going to Inter, he might come to the Prem, but it does seem at this point in time, it's likely he'll be leaving. And next up, according to the Daily Mirror, West Ham will rival Leicester and Everton in a £25 million fight to sign Norwich star James Maddison. And it isn't new interest for them, by the way, because again, back in January, they made a £12 million bid for him, but it was rejected. And next up, according to the Daily Mirror again, Newcastle have made a £20 million bid for Crystal Palace's Andros Townsend. Newcastle will have to spend some money this summer, and whether Mike actually invests or not, I very much doubt it. We have seen it before, they've been into a few players, but come the end of the window, they haven't really spent too much money. That's down to the owner. Again, I've said before, but I feel sorry for their fans. And next up, according to the Daily Telegraph, Aston Villa are under pressure to raise up to £50 million in player sales, leaving the futures of Jack Grealish, James Chester and Jonathan Kodjia in doubt. And they will get a decent fee for Jack Grealish, like 15 to 30 mil I imagine, just on him alone, because at the moment, Tottenham, Chelsea and Leicester are all interested. And now another West Ham rumour, this time according to Metro, who to be honest aren't really that reliable. West Ham are considering a move for Manchester United's 29-year-old defender and former England international, Chris Smalling. And it definitely seems that West Ham are trying to bring in a centre-back this summer, because so far, obviously Chris Smalling today, you've got Marlon Santos who's owned by Barca but last season was playing for Nice, and also Issa Diop from Toulouse. And next up, according to Le Parisien, Liverpool will try with Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain to land Porto's £35 million rated defender, Alex Telles, this summer. Now, Liverpool's main targets this summer were to bring a goalkeeper to replace Karius, some more depth in the attack, a Felipe Coutinho replacement, and a DM, which obviously brought in Fabinho so far, but left back, that wasn't an issue. Like, we signed Robertson last summer and he was fantastic last year, like an absolute bargain for £8 million. And Moreno, he's not great defensively, but as a backup, there's not really too much wrong with that. Another player linked to Liverpool today is going to be Shaqiri, and this one is according to a radio station. Liverpool have triggered the £12.5 million release clause for Shaqiri from Stoke City. They understand it will be a long-term contract and it will complete his medical after the World Cup. However, Liverpool Echo were very quick to deny that and said right now Liverpool's stance hasn't really changed on him, they're very much interested, but haven't activated his release clause as of yet. And next up, a very short one according to TMW, Manchester United are interested in signing Napoli centre-back Koulibaly. Everyone knows he's a great defender, and United are looking for a new centre-back because obviously the main target is Toby Alderweireld, but he suggested he might stay at Tottenham. And they're also one of the teams alongside Chelsea and Barca linked to Sevilla's Lenglet. And now moving on to one according to France Football, PSG sporting director Antero Henrique is currently in London for negotiations concerning Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kante. The rumours of Kante going to PSG this summer have definitely picked up a lot, but still my thought on it, I think he'll stay at Chelsea for one more year at least. And with PSG having to sell players to sort out financial fair play, unless they sell like a big name like Verratti, I can't see Kante coming in. And next up, according to the Daily Mirror, which by the way is quite an odd source for this one because it's regarding an Italian team, but basically they're saying that Manchester United have been handed a massive blow in their hunt for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, as the Lazio midfielder has agreed to join Juventus. And according to different reports, the fee that Lazio are demanding at the moment is like €120 million. And the second to last one today is according to Daily Telegraph. Man City have reached an agreement with Leicester over the transfer of Algerian international Riyad Mahrez, and it's a fee of £60 million plus Man City's youngster Patrick Roberts. And the final one today is an update regarding ALISSON and his potential move to Real Madrid and also interest from Liverpool. So according to Damasio, Madrid have agreed personal terms with ALISSON, but right now are yet to agree a fee and terms with Roma. Florentino Perez is confident a deal can be secured though for the Brazilian goalkeeper, and they've offered him a 5-year contract. And Damasio also goes on to say, Real Madrid's offer of €60 million including bonuses has been rejected by Roma, and Liverpool have also had a bid rejected of €50 million plus bonuses. And this is because Roma still value him at €18 million, which would be a world record fee for a keeper. Real Madrid have also had a bid rejected for Courtois, apparently €40 million for him, but with personal terms agreed with ALISSON, he seems to be the favourite. And Sky Italia ended by saying Florentino Perez wants ALISSON at Real Madrid at any cost. The club will present an offer to AS Roma next week, and discussions concerning a transfer fee will go on. It turns out it's not the final one today because something just popped up right now ties in the ALISSON to Real Madrid story. So according to Corriere dello Sport, Roma have contacted Paris Saint-Germain over the availability of goalkeeper Alfonso Areola. And this is because they are preparing to sell ALISSON to Real Madrid. Now imagine both transfers won't happen till after the World Cup itself, but they can get things in place now, and if Roma do get €18 million for ALISSON, they can invest that into the rest of the team. And the final one today is according to the Daily Mirror. Wayne Rooney, who is 32 years old, could make his DC United debut on the 14th of July, as the Everton and former England forward edges closer to move to the MLS. But that guys is going to be it for this video, so as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, down below in the description box, current schedule every day at 8 AM as a transfer video, is a second upload at 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, what are your predictions for France vs Australia, Argentina vs Iceland, Peru vs Denmark, and Croatia vs Nigeria? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.